Alright, hello camera, welcome back to the channel. This of course is another anime reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to episodes 3 and 4, and that's probably going to be it, of Scissor 7 Season 3. In the last two episodes, we're still on Chicken Island. We still haven't left the island officially. Episode 1 was kind of a recap-ish type episode. For Season 2, we did see some extra stuff that wasn't included in the finale of Season 2, but 7 is actively leaving the island. In episode 2, we got to see some backstory between Dabo and 7 of something that happened even before Season 1 ever happened. So that was really interesting. Dabo and Xiaofei are on their way after being healed from the events of Season 2 and are now on their way to try and catch up to 7 so they can come with him. So I predicted, I think, after I watched Season 1, that Season 2 is when we're going to leave the island. But this time, I'm pretty sure this time we're going to be leaving the island in Episode 3. So, let's not waste too much time. Let's just get straight into the episode. I did make sure beforehand, before I started recording this, that the subtitles are proper, or they're at least the right subtitles. The subtitles I downloaded, there was a version from, if you downloaded the episode from Bilibili, or if you downloaded the episode off of YouTube. I picked the YouTube subtitles for this. They seem to be alright from like the few seconds of the beginning episode I saw. So, with that all being said, let's just get into it. As always, the uncut full reaction will be available in the description below, either BitChute or probably Pixel Drain. I'm giving that a try, see how that goes. So, with that all being said, let's get started. So I suspect that episode 4 is going to be similar to this one. I don't think I had much to say during the episode, and I probably won't have much to say now, mostly because that was like a one-off thing. We might see King Yan, the guy with the ugly face, again later in the series, because obviously we saw Miaokai, who was a character from Season 2 that we are now like seeing like a cameo basically in this episode, but it'll probably be a while, and he probably won't be super important to the story. You know what there might be? Prediction time for the end of the season. 7's gonna be trying to fight the leader of the Shadow Killers by himself, but then like all of his friends, like Plum Blossom 7, all the people from Chicken Island, Dabo, Xiaofei, Cola, Plum Blossom 13, I think I already said her, and then as well as a bunch of other people that we've met on our way to Xuanwu, maybe even some people from Xuanwu, like whoever it was that they were covering the face of when they were throwing 7 into the ocean, as well as the lady with red hair. I don't think I mentioned it in the last reaction, but the way she attacked the person that was the group of people that were laughing about how Redtooth was killed by 7. I don't remember if they specifically said 7, or if it was Redtooth that made her upset, but she killed one of them. So it makes me think that either Redtooth was sort of important to her or something, like Redtooth was important to Chairman Zhang on Chicken Island, or maybe she has something to do with 7, which is strengthened by the whole fact that she's in the opening as the one playing the stringed instrument during the actual OP. So who she really is going to be really interesting. But as I was saying, 7's going to be trying to fight the leader of the Shadow Killers, but then they're all going to show up and help him because the leader is so like fucking strong that he can't do it by himself. So he needs, so that in that context, there might be some people like Yan or other like minor characters that we've seen before that'll just show up towards the end to help out, basically. And then after that, I don't know how the rest of the season is going to go, but depending on where that ends, obviously it'll leave another there will probably be opportunities for another season after this one, which makes me think either it's going to be fighting against the leader of Stan or something, because that's the other like warring country. Obviously, we fought against the Prince of Stan before, but we haven't fought against the king, I don't think. And I don't even think we've seen him. I think he might have been mentioned once in the past. But the King of Stan is still a mystery. And then I just realized it's not really... We don't know anything about like the leader of Xuanwu as a country, right? More so, it's the leader of the Shadow Killers, which is an organization inside Xuanwu, I believe. So that could be another avenue that we take. Like, it could be like... And I've only read 3 volumes of the One Piece manga, so I don't know. But I've heard about something called the Marineford arc, or whichever arc is about a war between pirates and the Marines. It could be a situation like that, where it's like 7 interfering with the Shadow Killers and having potentially the Prince of Stan help out, because he's taken an interest in Cola, Cola really likes 7, so there could be some kind of conflict between Xuanwu, like the leaders of Xuanwu and the leaders of Stan, over that, which could be a season 4 potentially. But right now I'm just speculating on future things, because there really isn't anything hugely to talk about in this episode. But going back, like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I could be entirely wrong, that these weren't intentionally supposed to be fucking references to I could be entirely wrong. These could potentially just not be references to Asuka and Misato at all. But like, as soon as I saw them, first thing I thought was Asuka and Misato from Evangelion. But that's pretty much all I had to say. Let's get into episode 4. But that was a really good episode, and I really liked to see more exploration of some of the characters. Obviously, there's still a whole host of characters that haven't had very much, exploration at all in terms of their character. But out of all of them, Dachun and 11 are definitely up there as like characters that I'm glad are getting more development. Like, you know what I really hope for? Because outside of like the main cast, 7, Dabo, Xiaofei, 13, out of those guys, outside of those guys, there aren't like a huge number of people that I actively like hope get more in the future, like more screen time basically. I'll be glad if anyone gets any more screen time. But if there were like one character that I wanted to have some more screen time, it's definitely not 13. That's it would definitely be Cola, probably. That's the character I want to see more of most. And that's because, and I'm just opening these up so I can look up something in a little bit, but that's because Cola was already an interesting character to me. I enjoyed her little mini arc, I guess, in episode 6 of season 1 when she was introduced. But then in season 2, when it was revealed that she's a product of the Kingdom of Stan, that was really interesting, as well as the whole dynamic that'll probably be going on in between, or between her and the Prince of Stan, because he's obviously showing some kind of concern for her, and whether that be just because he kind of like has a little bit of a crush, which might be weird because I don't know how old the Prince of Stan is, but Cola's like what, 14? But clearly he's taken an interest in her, and he's kind of, I think at some point during season 2 when he brought her over to Stan and revealed some truths about who she is, he like was protecting her from something. Like, I think people at Stan wanted to kill her or something like that because she's like a genetic mutation. I can't remember all of the details off the top of my head because it's been a little while, but seeing more of Cola will be really great because she has one of the most interesting pasts that hasn't been fully explored yet outside of Seven's past. So yeah, looking forward to the rest of the season. I don't know when I'm going to get to episode 5 because I think the only way I could watch it with English subtitles right now is a YouTube channel. I'd have to go find it again. But I do have the raw of episode 5 downloaded. It's just the Scissor 7 Discord that I'm like in. They haven't done subtitles for episode 5 yet. So I don't know when I'll be able to get around to episode 5 and then eventually the rest of the season. But I mean, we'll see. I am thoroughly enjoying the season so far. And while I am so happy to finally be able to watch season 3, it is a little sad that I can't binge watch it. That's pretty much how I watched the first 2 seasons. They were all available, so I just blitzed right through it twice, even once in the Mandarin dub, once in the English dub. So it is a bit sad that the full thing isn't out yet, especially because of the whole hiatus. But you do what you can with what you have. Real quick, I need to look up some things. Okay, so right, Xingfang is 13's master, but it translates to Blue Phoenix. I'll probably just call him Blue Phoenix or something like that, because Xingfang will probably be in the subtitles, but that's what it is. Right. There's a couple of things in this episode I wanted to look at. So let me just... Oh my god, I just realized. I didn't have... Alright. I had desktop audio muted. So that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, it'll be fine, but still. Oh, that means I'll have to run it through Handbrake. This is so sad. Oh wait, actually no. I don't need to go back and watch this, because I did get clarification on what exactly it was that was going on between 11 and Asuka Gate. But then let's real quick look up Dachun. Scissor 7. No, it's not. Dude, I'm so stupid. It's Uncle Chen. That's Uncle... Then who is Manhua? Donghua. Donghua is the name of the cartoon, I guess. But then Manhua. There's a Scissor 7 Manhua? Yo. That's dope. Where can I read that? It's got 11 chapters, really. The main difference between the Donghua and Manhua. Manhua includes the fight with Butt Guy, who was shown in the Season 1 trailer, but ultimately cut from the show. There's also discrepancies between Season 1 of the Donghua and the last 3 chapters of the Manhua. The differences are small and don't affect the plot. Okay. I'm curious to see what the Manhua is like, but I don't even know where I would read that. Like, it's hard enough to find episodes of Scissor 7 Season 3 already, considering it's not out fully yet and not on Netflix or anything. But let's see. Hey Dachun. So I've been calling him Dachun, which is, it's actually not true. It's actually Uncle Chen. That's who I was thinking of. I thought their names sounded... There's so many... Oh, that's because they're all related. Uncle Chen, Xiaolong Chen, which is the grandson of that old lady, and then Mr. Chen, who is his father, I think. And then... Yeah. Oh, prequel. Is that what it was? Oh, that must have been what they were advertising. The prequel Manhua. Mo Lang Baki. Oh, I'll have to check that eventually. But I'm thinking of He Dachun. Dachun is the real name. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. But that's fine. That's pretty much it for this video. I think I said everything I wanted to say about this episode. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button, subscribe, and hit the notifications so you don't miss anything else in the future when I upload them. See you later, camera.